Hey guys, it's Adam. Welcome to Do You Watch Anime and a special Do You Watch Anime. Welcome to my 100th episode. Woo! Yay! Jazz hands. Today is the 100th episode of Do You Watch Anime, which is insane. And today I asked some of my past guests on the show to send me questions via video, and I'm going to answer them. And yeah, this is going to be so much fun. Thank you all to the guests who sent them in. Thank you all to any guest who has ever been on. And yeah, let's get into it. Also, I have not watched a single one of these. This will be my legit first reaction. So, all right. So starting off with Rue Ryder from my dear friend Nokaton. All right.
Hey Adam, it's Rue, and I want to say congratulations on 100 episodes because that is like a lot of episodes. But anyways, you are always asking voice actors questions, so I wanted to ask you a question about voice acting. If you were to voice any type of character, what type of character would you voice? I'm usually voicing the kind of loud, younger characters, but I want to know what kind you would be voicing.
Okay, I'll pause that there for the first question. So, what character would I voice? Probably, I really enjoy villains, and I think that would be a lot of fun. And thank you for God. This is gonna be me all episode being like, thank you so much. And yeah, I think villains is one that I would a villain of some sort would be super fun from just I don't know, my voice and acting perspective. I think that would be really fun. And you said you have a part 2, so here we go.
And now I have a second question, and it has to be chicken related because of who I am. Would you rather fight one hippo-sized rooster or 100 rooster-sized hippos? And keep in mind, hippos are very dangerous creatures, so choose wisely. And again, congratulations on 100 episodes. That's so freaking awesome.
Okay. Very on brand. Very on brand question. So a rooster-sized hippo or 100 rooster-sized hippos, right? No. A rooster-sized... Yeah, 100 rooster-sized hippos and one hippo-sized rooster. Okay. Depends on the rooster, because some roosters are freaking massive. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the hippo-sized rooster because hippos terrify me. They are cute, but again, probably the most dangerous animal in the animal kingdom. So, yeah. All right. Next up is Mauricio Ortiz Segura. All right, let's see.
Hey Adam, happy 100 episodes, man. That is absolutely crazy. So shout out to you for hitting that milestone, and here's to 100 episodes more. And I gotta ask you, man, what did you eat for breakfast today?
Okay. Thank you. I had a coffee and an English muffin with peanut butter on it. Only because Casper wouldn't let me get up and eat breakfast for the longest time because he just stayed there and and cuddled me. And I was like, great, thank you so much. All right. So you have a second question.
Are there any manga that you're currently reading, or even webtoons that you're reading, that haven't gotten some sort of anime or cartoon adaptation yet, and that you really hope are going to get an adaptation and announcement very soon? Question mark?
Ooh, okay, all right. This is hard because a lot of the ones that I pick up are because they are becoming anime, or I've heard they're great. Oh, there's an anime coming out. Great. I haven't heard much production stuff on Green Yuri. which is fantastic. And what's another one that hasn't become an anime yet? Oh, that's so... Actually, I have one. Let me open the Shonen Jump app real quick. Oh, it's got to download. I'm going to Google what it's called because it is... Oh, never mind. It's open. There we go. All right. Come on. Okay, great. No, I don't need to sign... Oh, God. I have to sign in. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Okay, not now. There we go. Come on. I want to just... There we go. All right. So the manga is called Beat in Motion. It is fantastic. It's about an artist who wants to become an animator, and like in public school and like elementary school, he got bullied for it. So he kind of fell out of love with it and became a musician and got really into music and is really into this singer. And they somehow meet up on like a friend thing, and basically they're like, I'm an animator, I want to make a music video for you. And she's like, absolutely. And this is like this cute rom-com. And it unfortunately got canceled by Shonen Jump. Thanks, guys. But it is absolutely absolutely fantastic, and I love it so much. All right, so next up is Hannah Allier with their question.
Hello, Adam. Congratulations for reaching 100 episodes. That's crazy insane. My question for you is, if you could re-experience a story for the first time, whether it be read, watch, or consume in any media fashion, what story would you want to experience for the first time again?
All right. So what series would I want to re-experience for the first time again? I know it's my favorite anime, but I would really want to re-experience My Hero Academia again for the first time. Because, again, it changed my life, and I just love it so much, and I just want to feel that moment where All Might's like, you can be a hero. Oh, my God. Oh, I want to see that for the first time again. Oh, it's just perfect. All right, and question number 2 from Hannah.
My question for you is a little self-indulgent. Who is your favorite Witch Hat Atelier character, and why? As a bonus question, if you so desire to answer, what has been the thing that has stuck with you the most throughout the series? Once again, congratulations on 100 episodes, and I hope it's the first of many hundreds to come. Bye-bye now.
So Hannah's the one that got me into Witch Hat Atelier. Who's my favorite character? Usually, my favorite character isn't the main character, but honestly, I think my favorite character is either Coco or Keyfree. I think they both have so many layers. I mean, all the characters have so many layers. And I love the series so much, and something that I took from it is to keep on to that childlike wonder of, even when you're an adult, to keep having that, childlike sense of, it's just love. And Coco is such a great main character, and Moon has gone on many of tirade talking about it, and I just love Witch Hat. And again, thank you, Hannah, for introducing me to this world, and thank you again. So next up is my mom's question. I will say I said max 3, and she put in 6, so we're gonna sprinkle in some mom questions in there. So let's start with the first one. This was edited by my sister, so this should be... My sister and I have the same sense of humor, so this should be real interesting.
Hang on. I have to ask a question. Adam, I have a very important question for you. Did you brush your teeth today before you got on camera? It's very important, You should brush your teeth every day, twice a day. Love you.
I did this morning. Jesus. There's 5 more of these. Oh dear. All right. Next up is, I think this is Corey. Good Lord. Sorry, it's the zoom in to the toothbrush that got me. Oh my God. All right, next up is Corey Wilder with a zoom in.
Hello, Adam.
Oh God.
You always ask us questions,
Oh,
but
that's in
now
my
it's
ears.
time for us to ask you a question. And I'm going to ask the one that's going to make or
right.
break everything. Who was your favorite guest? And if it's not me, I'm going to be so angry. I am very serious. Have a great day.
Oh my God. You, definitely. I don't want any other consequences. Definitely Corey Wilder. I'm not being paid. All right. Next up is Abby, or Concussion Cosplay. Let's see what Abby has to say. Hopefully he doesn't dox himself.
Hello, my good sir. I want to congratulate you on 100 podcast episodes. Your shonen mentality, the passion, the energy, the consistency, it all shows, and it's well deserved. And speaking of shonen, I have a question to ask of you as a fellow Deku fan. What is it about Deku that lights your soul, that makes you so connected to him? We need the world to know the good word of My Hero. So please, we need to know. We need to know.
All right, that's a really good question. I love Deku because one of my favorite things about My Hero is you see emotion. I grew up with Dragon Ball and, Pokemon and, the kind of, not Pokemon, sorry. I grew up with Dragon Ball and there wasn't a lot of crying, and I'm a bit of a crier. And so when I saw Deku have this breakdown in front of his hero, All Might, it hit me. And like, oh man, and I also love his like not giving up attitude that like, yes, that's basically all shonen, but like there's something different about it that I can't put my finger on that I just love. All right, next up looks like Trina did a question in her VTuber. So Admiral Trina has a question, which is very exciting.
Admiral Trina here, and congratulations on your 100th episode! Woohoo! That's amazing! I just want to ask you, what is your favorite media? Is it cartoons? Is it a drama? Or what series is it? Let me know.
Heck yeah. Okay. What's my favorite media? Yeah, it's probably animation. Anything animation I'm always watching, whether it be like anime or Bob's Burgers or, I am a huge fan of the She-Ra show on Netflix. That aired on Netflix a few years ago. I love anything animation, and I think that it is one of, if not the best, like creative medium that we have. And K-pop Demon Hunters is an example. Fantastic animation, beautiful direction, the music. Oh, so good. So good. So yeah, animation is definitely my favorite medium. All right, we have Amy up next. If it'll load. There we go.
Hey Adam, congratulations on 100 episodes. I can't believe it's already been 100 episodes when you really think about it, because I think it's just been such an amazing journey to watch you go through thus far, and I can only imagine what's next for you. But my question is, if you could change the ending to any anime at all, which anime would it be, and how would you change the ending and why? Why would you change the ending like that? Yeah, that's it. Bye.
All right. So that was a good question. What anime ending would I change? Let's see. If I could change any anime ending, I would choose that The Promised Neverland Season 2 didn't exist. And listen, I loved Season 1. I would have liked them to actually go through the manga and finish it, because what happened there. And also, I'm going to speak for Moon, and I'm going to go Tokyo Mew Mew. The reboot. Because they completely changed the ending, basically, and it was more fluffy and less high stakes, and it was just not very good. And like I never read the manga, so even I was like, something's wrong here. It was anticlimactic. And like I think that's one of my biggest gripes with any anime that like has an anticlimactic ending. I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. But most romance anime, I just want to see them be happy and married. I just want to see them in their college years. Anyway, that's what I would choose. All right, Ari is up next with 2 questions.
Hey Adam, congratulations on making it to 100 episodes. I'm so happy for you because you put it all that work and it's working out so well. I cannot wait to see what you do for the next 100 episodes. Here's my question. We talked a lot, all of us, about animes we love, anime we didn't love so much, but I was wondering if there's any anime you never recommend to anybody.
Okay. There is some anime that I don't recommend to people. And it's usually newcomers when they're new to anime and they're like, "Oh, I want to watch more anime." I just go, "Don't watch this, don't watch this, don't watch this." I usually say don't watch Berserk, first of all, because there's a lot of themes in Berserk that need a trigger warning. And some people aren't ready for that, and that's okay. There are other things out there. So I would usually say Berserk or like anything like, Goblin Slayer, anything like that. Just stay away from that end of the anime spectrum. And yeah, I think usually, but like if they're into like horror or like dark things, that's when I talk about Berserk. But anything else, I'm like, just watch My Hero. Or Demon Slayer. All right, question 2.
All right, question number 2. And because even though it's summer, I still have a teacher brain, right? So we've all talked about how much anime is important in our lives. And a lot of stereotypes are for anime and mangas in general that they aren't so good for kids. And I was wondering, why do you think it is that so many kids and teenagers feel that anime is so much more important than, let's say, normal cartoons?
I think there's, especially in Western animation, there's sometimes you get, like, especially around, like, 10 to 14 era? 10 to 14 age range, where, there's a lot of cartoons that treat you like you're a little kid. And anime doesn't. Anime's kind of for everyone. And shonen, I think, is a really good example of that, where I think that a lot of kids gravitate towards a rookie underdog winning, like Deku or Naruto, or what's another one? What's another shonen? Hinata from Haikyuu is a huge one. Like, I think that's why they gravitate towards it, and it feels more adult than it actually is, because, at the end of the day, shonen is for, like, targeted towards like 10 to 14-ish boys. And yeah, that's the demographic, but they don't, pander to them. They know that whatever their audience is going to take in whatever they put out. So yeah. All right. Next up is Star.
Hello, Stars Above Cosplay here, formerly known as Blythe Drew Cosplay. First, I just want to say congratulations, Adam, on 100 episodes. It's amazing and way to go. So my question for you is, if you can be transported into any anime universe, which one would it be?
Which anime universe would I want to be transported into? Honestly, 100 Girlfriends. Not as the protagonist, though. Let Rentaro have his 100 harem. But I just want to watch it unfold. I just want to be there. I just want to be in the background and be like, oh, he's got another one. I just want to... Also, I think the zing is such a cool little... Oh, we're in love. Like, I think that would be so fun. If I didn't pick a romance... I think Pokemon would be really cool. Digimon, I would immediately just die. Anything else like Jujutsu Kaisen, dead. Gone. Absolutely gone. But I think Pokemon would be really fun. And I think that, I obviously I wouldn't have the most stacked team. I would just have a bunch of cuties and I would be okay with it. So yeah, either Pokemon or 100 Girlfriends. Just for the sheer entertainment value. All right, so Ben is next. Ben Stegmeyer. Oh, it's 1:37 minutes.
Do You Watch Anime episode 100? Adam, congratulations on this awesome achievement. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud that I've gotten to meet you over these past few months. It's been awesome being a part of your show, texting you back and forth about anime and manga. You've been such an awesome friend, and I can't wait to see you in person in Lake Huron, Michigan next month for OzukuCon. Fans, come join us. It's going to be an awesome time. But today, it is the 100th episode of Do You Watch Anime? And I'm so excited for this. Us previous guests are going to ask Adam Corky, our host, questions about anime and manga or anything in general. But yeah, my question for you today is one of my favorite questions to ask and answer. What is the greatest manga arc? And what is the greatest anime arc of all time? Now, the reason why I make those two distinctions is because mine are two different ones. My favorite manga arc of all time is the second Yoshioka school arc in Vagabond, aka Miyumaru Musashi versus the 99 Swordsmen. Whereas my favorite anime arc is the Return to Shiganshina arc in Attack on Titan. These two arcs were things that I just could not stop reading. I could not stop watching. I stayed up all night reading it, watching it. I remember where I was when I was reading it and watching it. So yeah, Adam, what is the greatest manga arc and what is the greatest anime arc of all time? They can be the same. They can be different. But yeah, Adam, once again, congratulations on this awesome achievement. And I can't wait to see you next month, buddy. Bye-bye.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love it.
Oh, I missed.
Oh my God, that was good. Oh, I'm glad you got that and sent that in. So my favorite anime arc and my favorite manga arc. Okay, so I'll start with manga because anime is very difficult. So manga arc, I think, is the very last arc of Chainsaw Man Part 1. I've never been so addicted to a manga like that. And like it was like one of my first ones that I like really dove headfirst into. So I think that one is fantastic, and it like kept me like I had no idea where it was going and I loved it. Anime arc, I want to say favorite just because there's so many anime that I haven't seen that are goats. So my favorite arc in all of anime, oh my goodness, is gonna have to be from My Hero. And honestly, if you know me, I'm a sucker for a tournament arc. I loved the tournament with the the school tournament arc in My Hero. I think it was fantastic. The choreography, the fight choreography was great. Every matchup was different. I legitimately thought Deku was going to lose to what's his name? Purple hair. Shinzo. I legitimately thought he was going to lose to Shinzo because I was like, damn, that is a scary power. But yeah, and I think that Bakugo versus Uraraka is one of the best instances of character growth and just you're still getting to know these characters even though you've been with them for a season. So I think that like that whole arc is just chef's kiss, like so good. It's very foundational. You get to know why does Rabib have ears on? Okay, Rabib's next.
What's up, Corky? Congrats on hitting 100. Respect. My question to you is, if you had an anime about yourself or your life, what band or artist would you want to do the opening song? And like, what song of theirs, what sort of vibe do you want? Like, what song of theirs would you compare it to? Respect.
Oh, so we're not going to talk about the plushie on his head? We're just not going to talk about it? Okay. All right. Awesome. Is that a Digimon? I don't know. Yeah? Okay. All right. I'm correct. All right. So that is so difficult. I would pick the Peggies are my favorite J band. Because they do rock and pop, so I don't know what to classify that under. But honestly, and I'm going to be 100% honest here. You've seen The Shrine, okay? But Rent-A-Girlfriend's first opening with the Peggies is one of my favorite openings ever. So I would want it to be like that. Something high-paced, something like that. You know, getting you going, and like I love them so much, and they are always on my Spotify Wrapped no matter what. And yeah, all right, so we're gonna go to my mom now. Video number 2 of my mom. All right, video number 2, it's Pokemon. Oh god,
I've been
10
doing
seconds.
some research.
No.
Is this your favorite childhood book, or is this your favorite childhood book? Let me know, okay? I'll keep it for you.
Definitely I'm So Mad. I loved those little critter books so much growing up. And as much as I did run through the VHS tape of Toy Story, burnt it to a crisp because we watched it so much. I think it was the little critter books that I loved. All right, Brandon is next. Brandon Lorea.
Have to do what now? Ask questions. Did he pay me the agreed upon amount? Oh, hey Adam, sorry. Unrelated. So, question number 1. What's your go-to breakfast? You know, they say that you can learn a lot about a guy by figuring out what they eat for breakfast. Mine, biscuits and gravy. Maybe add some bacon if you want to be fancy. So what's yours?
All right, so my go-to, I'm glad you got the payment, by the way. My go-to breakfast is, it used to be pancakes because I just loved anything sweet for breakfast. But recently, it's just the you know, scrambled eggs, bacon. But if I'm really going out, it's going to be pancakes, sausage, and home fries because home fries, so good. Slaps every time. All right. Question number 2.
Number 2. What is a favorite role of mine that you've seen me portray? Gas me up a little bit. And number 3.
So my favorite role of yours is Uryu in the Agame Sisters. And only because you're sarcastic and can act sometimes, which is great. Good job. But yeah, seriously, you slayed that role. It was great. And yeah, all right. Let's see question number 3.
Who is your favorite person that you've interviewed thus far, and why is it me? And remember, you're under contractual obligation. All right. See you, pal.
It's definitely you. I loved it so much that we did it twice. The internet was messing up, so we had to do it again. So yeah, definitely you. Definitely you. Oh, thank you, buddy. All right. Bree is next.
Hello, Mr. Corky. So I have 2 questions for you. One, what is the most impactful interview that you've given?
All right. So the most impactful interview I've given. Oh, that's hard. That is really, really hard. I've also had a slew of voice actors and cosplayers talk about mental health, and I think that's so important. And it makes me feel really like honored that they could open up enough for me. And I think that, it's just, anytime we touch on those like heavier subjects, is really important. And I think that, it's not just talking about anime, and it's just really important. And I really enjoy those interviews. Yeah. Next question.
And something unexpected that happened from an interview, whether it be after the interview, whether it be an answer that you got during the interview, but something unexpected that has happened. Also, congratulations on 100 episodes.
Something unexpected. So it still floors me to this day. Anytime this happens is when I'm reaching out to guests and they're like, oh, I've heard of you, or yeah, my friend recommended you, or blah, blah, blah. I've had people say either on an episode or after an episode, they're like, when is it going to be my turn? And I'm like, I'm just a little guy. But yeah, every time it floors me and I'm just like, okay, I'm just a little guy. Oh, but yeah, that was a good question. That had me thinking. All right, next up is Bunny.
Hello to the man, the myth, the legend, Adam Quirky, the amazing face behind Do You Watch Anime? It's Bunny, and I have a couple of questions for you. The first question that I want to ask you is, what do you feel the most accomplished with so far in this sphere of podcasting?
Honestly, just growing this community and like having just getting to know so many amazing people. Like if you were to tell me what my life is like today 5 years ago, I wouldn't have believed you at all. Like the people I know now are so amazing, and like that's probably one of my biggest like things is like I'm so happy to have the people I have in my life, and yeah, I'm just super happy with that. And what we've built is so positive, and it's just a lovely, lovely community.
My next question is, what is your favorite shirt that you own currently? I know that I've asked you this before, but I want to know now. Congratulations, Adam.
All right. So what is my favorite shirt that I own currently? So I have a, you might have seen it, obviously. I think it's a tie right now. So it's a tie between my Oddish shirt that I found at Katsucon and my Kirby shirt, which is just like, they're not hidden Kirby's, but like you can't tell from a distance. Those are great. I love those shirts so much. I recently got a Howl's Moving Castle shirt as well, just a regular t-shirt, and it is, the art on that is beautiful. I literally dropped everything. I was like, okay, I got to get this. But yeah, I love those. All right, we got Bite up next.
Hello, Adam. Congratulations on 100 episodes. I have been watching you since day one, and just to see how much you have grown in the past 100 episodes have just been amazing to see, and I am very, very proud of what you have done. My question for you is, if you were to voice act any character or from any series, who or what series would it be from?
Damn, that's a good question. Oh boy. What character and what from what show? Oh, that's so hard. That's so difficult. Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen, because he's one of my favorite characters ever, and I just love him. And yeah, I would love to. Yeah, that would be so much fun. All right, question 2.
And my second question for you, Adam, is if you were isekai'd into an anime and you were supposed to receive an OP power, but it ended up being one of the most useless powers ever, what do you think yours would be?
That is not where I thought that question was going to go. That's a good question. If I was isekai'd and the only power that I got was something useless, what would it be? Something with my voice, probably. I don't know. Impersonations, I don't know. Something magical with my voice or something like that, probably. Because something you can't use in a mythical world at all. God. All right, Chrissy is up next.
Hi, Adam. Congratulations on 100 episodes. This is such a great achievement, and I'm so happy for you. My question is going to be related to cosplaying. So, out of all cosplays that you've done, which one was the easiest one to wear, and which one was the most overstimulating to put on?
So, the easiest one, probably Lloyd from Spy Family, was probably the easiest. Like, it's just a suit and a wig, so nothing too bad. And unfortunately, I love this cosplay. I love cosplaying Deku, but Deku was the most overstimulating cosplay I've ever done, because there's arm pads, there's knee pads, like everything was falling off. Same with Tanjiro. Tanjiro's like leg things kept falling off, and it was a lot. And I was like, but yeah, I got to figure out how to not have that happen. But yeah, those two are like opposite ends of the spectrum. Oh my God. All right. Next is Cinelin.
Hey, Adam. Congratulations on 100 episodes of your podcast. So my question is, what is the most shocking thing you've heard throughout this entire podcast? What is keeping you up at night before you go to sleep? Again, congratulations.
Damn. What's the most shocking that keeps me up at night? Honestly, most of Sean's episode. That was probably the most I've learned from an episode, from behind the scenes of how anime gets dubbed. Especially when he was talking about kaiju and all the music. I think that's something that I was just like, like I don't even think about, right? You don't even think about how the music, especially in kaiju, is so instrumental in the scenes and like everything else. I think that just learning and hearing from him was just absolutely incredible. All right, Clancy is next.
Hi, Adam. It's Clancy. Congrats on your 100 episodes. That's so exciting, and I can't wait to see where you go in the future. But my question for you, as certified hairstylist bestie, if you could pick one hairstyle from any anime to have, which one are you picking? I need to know. I'm curious.
Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Easy. Done. Anything from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that hair, insane. Oh my God. Actually, no, Kaiba has a bowl cut, so we're not doing that. But honestly, I think that Yugi's hair is absolutely batshit insane, and I would love to see that done with actual hair. Oh my God. All right, second question.
Also, another question. My coworker is desperate to ask you. Go ahead, ask him. Well, anyway, he says, who is your favorite anime animal sidekick?
Oh,
We would like to know.
I love him. He just sniffed the microphone. Oh my God, my heart. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I'm not crying. It's fine. My favorite animal sidekick is Luna. I got a tattoo of her. I've loved her since I first saw Sailor Moon. Yeah, she's great. I love her in any iteration of Sailor Moon. I just love her. She's great. Fantastic. Oh my God. All right. Do we want to take a mom question? Yeah. All right. Let's scroll down. Mom video number 3. Oh God.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have another question. Do these earphones hurt your head? Are you getting enough sleep? You look a little pale. Let me know, buddy.
Oh God. Dear Lord, I was not expecting the boom roasted. Oh my God. Am I getting enough sleep? Sometimes. Depends on the day. I don't really... Casper gives me a pretty erratic sleep schedule, so good Lord. All right, Colleen, let's see what you have to say.
Well, well, well. How the tables turn. The questioner now becomes the questionee. Well, I've got a question for you, sir. How'd you feel about the latest chapter of Rent a Girlfriend?
Thank you so much for your time. I'm not going to answer that. No, I'm kidding. That series, what? Yeah. The original question, when it was recorded, was a chapter or so ago when, I'm not going to say anything, something happens, and we all went, what the fuck? And, so I was a little like, yeah, I'm done. And then the chapter after happened, and I'm like, I'm just confused now. What's happening? God, this series is gonna... Oh, God. All right, Connor is next.
Hi, Adam. All right, my question for you is, if you were to go to get pizza with your favorite anime character, what toppings would you decide on? This is very important to me. So please answer honestly.
Thank you for the most important question of the day. What would me and Deku get on the pizza? Well, we got to have broccoli, because duh, and probably some sort of meat for his protein. And I feel like he's a pineapple dude. Oh my God. So yeah, broccoli, meat, and protein. Oh my God. And pineapple. There we go. All right. Dakota has a question.
What is up, Adam? It's great to see you again. Congratulations on the 100th episode of... 100th episode. I can't talk today. The 100th episode of the Do You Watch Anime podcast. I'm really happy that you asked me to ask a question for you, because I did have one. I want to know where you're at right now. You've done a lot of interviews. You've been in a lot of places. I see you online, and you're doing fantastic stuff. How do you challenge yourself to learn and grow from where you're at now, and where do you want to be? What is the like 5-year goal for the podcast? Where do you want to go with this? I'm curious. So, hope you like the question. Curious to see the response. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope that the 100th celebration is going awesome. So, I'll catch you later. See.
Oh my God. That's a good question. I feel like I was in a job interview. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I'm like, oh God. But honestly, it's to keep challenging myself. It's getting different people on, and and luckily, anime is a good subject for a lot of people. So, I think that really challenges me. Trying new things, especially with conventions and all that fun stuff, is new. And especially doing the live panels as well on Twitch has been something completely new for me. So yeah, and in 5 years, I want to expand this to more than just Do You Watch Anime, maybe. Who knows? I want to take Do You Watch Anime on the road, maybe. I would love that. Live show. I love doing live entertainment, and it is just... And also hosting more voice actor panels at cons, because I think that, because as fans, you think that they're just, just the voice. No, they're also people. I want to dive into that, and yeah, that's kind of the plan. Yeah. Hey, y'all, just wanted to take a moment and talk to you guys about an incredible convention debuting this year. OzokuCon runs from August 29th to 31st, and it is located in Port Huron, Michigan. Even though this is the first year they're running the event, they have one of the biggest talent rosters in all of Michigan. Meet Griffin Burns, John Gramillion, Walter Jones, Naya Marino, Caleb Yen, and even some friends of the podcast like Ben Stegmeyer, Mauricio Ortiz-Segura, and Corinne Sudberg, plus many more. This convention is jam-packed with some amazing panels, a nearly 24-hour arcade courtesy of Classics and Wadoka, and gaming tournaments running all weekend long, thanks to Grand Finals Entertainment. Plus, Friday and Saturday, they have some awesome after-hours events. Like on Friday, they have a live production of Rocky Horror Picture Show, and Saturday, there's a rave. So to learn more and grab your tickets, go to ozokucon.com. I hope to see you there. And now, back to the episode. All right, Danger Kitty is next, and she's in cosplay.
Hey Adam, congrats on your 100th episode. So excited for you, and really proud of your hard work. My question for you is, if you woke up in the world of the last anime you watched, would you survive?
Oh my goodness. The last anime I watched was Anne Shirley. I think I would survive. I think. I mean, it was the 1800s, so who knows? Well, actually, medication for epilepsy wasn't a thing. So maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't survive Anne Shirley's world, which is unfortunate because it's so adorable. And it's in Canada, so I just go east, which is great. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would not survive. It's one of the only slice of lives that I would not survive. Oh my goodness. All right, I see Jimbei. Daniel Ba is next.
Adam, congratulations on 100 shows. Man, that's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot. But anyway, I've got a couple of questions for you. Deep questions. Would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you?
I'd rather have my hero vomit on me because I don't want to inconvenience Deku. I don't know.
One other one. What could I make up? Would you rather have pig feet like hooves or a pig snout? You had to have one or the other. I want to know the answer to that one.
Okay. Would I rather have pig's feet or a pig's snout? Probably a snout because I wouldn't be able to do work with the hooves. Yeah, I'm scared for the next one. Dear God. Oh, and this is a minute. Good Lord.
A question for you. Oh, by the way, congratulations on 100 episodes. That's pretty good. You know what else has a very long run? Yeah, that show. Anyway, a question for you. A thought-provoking question. One more than the, random would you rather kind of questions. Do you think there is too much hate in the anime world? And what I mean by that is I see a lot of people going around to cons and they'll like interview people and they'll say, who's your most hated anime character? What anime would you like to wipe off the planet? And I feel like, why can't we all just live and let live, But that's just me. Is it healthy to have those outlets of saying something sucks because you don't like it? Or browbeating someone over it? Why can't you just enjoy your shit, let somebody else enjoy their shit? But I'm asking you, Adam, is it okay to have a little bit of hate in the anime world? Maybe enough to go around and ask people about?
I feel like this was targeted. I think there is room for both, because there are there is so much anime, and there is different degrees of quality of anime, and sometimes you don't want your time wasted, and that's fine. And I think getting yourself out, getting your frustrations out in a public setting is okay, as long as you're not attacking someone. That is perfectly fine, because they're fictional, right? As long as you're not going after anyone and being horrible also, I think you're fine. As long as you're like, oh, I hate this character because he killed that character. Absolutely fine. But yeah, I think there's room for both. Also, you little shit. I see you. All right. Next up is D.
Hi, Adam. Congrats on 100 episodes. That's nutso pants. So my question for you is, who do you think, who do you think would be able to beat Goku in a fight? It can be anybody. It could be anybody, but it has to be a fictional person, not like a real person. I think maybe Psyduck could, but I'm curious what your thoughts are. Anyway, happy 100th episode. Bye!
Oh my god, you got a point. Psyduck would kick Goku's ass. Also, Sailor Moon, right there. Sailor Moon. They would be best friends, but if it was forced to be in a fight, like a tournament, right? Sailor Moon would wipe the floor. Easily wipe the floor with Goku. Easily. Come on. All right. Next up is Deneen Melody, my first voice actor I ever had on the show. So I'm excited.
Hi, Adam. It's Deneen. Congratulations on 100 episodes. And I just have to say, I am so incredibly honored that I was your first voice actor guest on this show. It will always mean so much to me. Okay, I actually do have 2 questions for you. One is more serious. The other one is just fun. So if you want to answer it, answer it. The first question, if you could visit any world from any anime, which world would it be?
Okay, so any anime world that I would want to visit, or anime place. Honestly, I'm going to be perfectly honest, probably Pokemon. I think Pokemon would be the most fun. Just because I love animals and I would want to hug all the Pokemon that are huggable. Not like Gengar, like actual huggable Pokemon, like Piplup and stuff. Like I would love that. Or if it's like just like based on, thing, I would love to go to a anything Ghibli universe. That would be so cool. All right, question 2.
From my favorite anime, The Vision of Escaflowne, are you Team Vaughn or Team Allen? Now, I know which team I am on, but I'm curious about you.
Unfortunately, I have not seen Escaflowne, so I agree with you. It is on my list, though. It is definitely on my list. It's been on my list since I interviewed you, actually, because I hadn't heard of it before that. So, yeah. Up next is Eduardo.
My name's Eduardo Bulgasol, and you're watching Disney Channel. I'm just kidding. You're not. You're watching the 100th episode of Do You Watch Anime with Adam Corky. Congratulations, my friend. 100 episodes in the can. I absolutely love it. Thank you for having me on as guest number 68. It was an honor to be a part of the series, and it's an honor to talk to you now. So, in celebration of the 100th episode, I want to flip the dynamic a little bit and ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind. First question here. In your opinion, which anime series deserves a live adaptation?
Oh, in like a One Piece sense. I think which had oh no, that's all right. You said anime. I think Black Clover would be really cool in live action. It would be really cool to see everyone's powers and stuff and like see how they take it. And yeah, I think Black Clover would be really cool in live action. Or Windbreaker, but they're doing that. So
Second question that I'd like to hit you with here is if you could trade lives with any anime character for a day, which one would it be and why? Congratulations again, man. So proud of you.
I gotta think. Oh, which anime character would trade lives with? That's so hard. Damn. Sorry. I gotta think. Look at my shelf for a minute. Let's see. Honestly, I'd trade lives with Luffy, but like on a filler episode because I wouldn't want that to be like, oh, I'm going to trade lives with Luffy, and it's like in the middle of a fight. I'd die. But I think Luffy would be really fun. I love the stretchy arms, and yeah, I think Luffy. All right, Eli. Oh, he's got a friend.
Hi, Adam. Ruby and I would like to know, do you have pets? And if so, do your pets watch anime with you?
I do. I have a cat named Casper, and he does watch anime because we put it on the TV, and he's just like, oh, okay, I guess. His favorite show is Bluey, though, which is not an anime, but we have to put on Bluey every night, or he doesn't settle down, which is adorable. But yeah, also, oh, your dog is so cute. All right, Ellie is next.
My sweet, sweet Corksicle. Happy 100 episodes. I'm so incredibly proud of you. I have two questions for you. The first one is, if you could reboot or extend any anime so you'd get more episodes, which one would it be and why?
Ooh, what would I reboot or extend? That's so difficult. I would honestly extend Toradora, because... Oh, what am I saying? Yeah, I'm sorry. Good. Maid Sama needs to be extended to finish the manga because I love that show so much and it doesn't get enough love, and I think that it is fantastic. So yeah, Maid Sama.
And second, if Kenny Rogers was in an anime, which anime would it be, and would he be a good guy or a bad guy? Love you.
Yeah. God damn it. For context, for those who weren't here around episode 4 or 5, we talked about Kenny Rogers for like 15 minutes. So that's a little inside joke. If Kenny Rogers was in an anime, who would he play? Is there like a Western anime? Like, is there like... Oh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Steel Ball Run, right there. Boom, done. He'd be great in that. All right. There we go. There's the new Stan. Oh, God. What? Cowboy Bebop as well? Sure. All right, Ethan is next.
Adam, happy... What?
am I saying, bro? All right. All righty. Adam. No, bro, I can't do it. Congratulations, Adam, on 100 episodes. It's been so much. It's been a lot. You've gotten a lot of amazing people on this show. That is a huge milestone to hit 100. And, it almost seems like it was just yesterday that we were just starting. Almost seems just like yesterday. But let me tell you something. We all love you. We're very happy and honored to be a part of the show. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to sit down and speak with us. Super honored. And I have my question, and my question is, it's very simple, okay? This is the question. What is the question? I just had it. I just had the question on the top of my head. Oh my God, I'm blanking on my question. It was, oh, yeah, I got it. There it is. How would I forget that? Adam, we need to know, all right, when it comes to anime or manga, right? It's okay, either or. What is your guilty pleasure? Whether it be an anime, people are not big fans of, like, amongst the consensus, or a particular manga that might not be well known, or a particular manga that is, what would you say, just not well known, right? We just don't know. But the fans need to know. Mm-hmm. We need to know this, Adam! Anyway. So what's your guilty pleasure in anime or manga?
Oh my God, Jesus Christ, that was a trip. My guilty pleasure anime is Rent a Girlfriend. Anyway, is Rent a Girlfriend. My guilty pleasure manga is Uzuki-chan Just Wants to Hang Out. I think it is fantastic and gets shit on too much. It's not just about a girl with big boobs. There's romance and it's cute. Yeah, those two are, God damn it. Oh, Ezra is next.
Adam, happy 100th episode! Woo! My question for you is, if you had to choose 3 anime shows to live in, which 3 would they be?
All right, 3 anime shows to live in. All right, so it's going to be 100 Girlfriends. It's going to be not Pokemon. I already said that one. So 100 Girlfriends. Yeah, but like that's still valid. So 100 Girlfriends. I'm going to say Skate the Infinity would be really fun. With all the colors and everything, and like even though I don't skateboard, I'd still want to be around Joe. And number 3, let's go with a shonen. Well, like a shonen manga, or definitely not Chainsaw Man, definitely not Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's see. Honestly, Sailor Moon would be fun. Yeah, Sailor Moon. I'd love that. Oh my God. All right, next up is Kelsey Jaffer.
Hello, Adam. Congratulations on 100 episodes. My question for you is pancakes versus waffles versus crepes. I know it's a tough one, but I'm counting on you.
Pancakes. I'll rank them. I'll go pancakes, crepes, waffles. In that order. I haven't gotten crepes in a while because a lot of them come with bananas and I'm allergic to bananas. But I still go pancakes, crepes, waffles. I think that's good because waffles sometimes are too heavy. I don't know. It's a texture thing too. All right. Gingy and Wendell. Did they bring their bird? Did they bring their bird?
Hey, Adam. Congrats on 100 episodes of Do You Watch Anime? So I got a little question for you, and I've got a little guest with me. Me and Wendell wanted to know, who would be your anime animal sidekick? So out of any show, any critter, whatever, who would be your sidekick and why? So again, congrats on 100 episodes. Here's to like 1,000,001 more. And me and Wendell are looking forward to your answer. Congrats, bud.
Oh my god. Luna, because she's also magic, and I love her, and she's a cat, and I love her. That was so cute. That was so cute. Oh my god. Oh. All right, next up is Geo. Oh, this little guy.
Hey Adam, congrats on your 100th video. I'm so proud of how far you've come. Your dedication and passion, it will always truly inspire me. My question for you is, if you put on a VR headset and got trapped in the game, would you try to clear it?
So I would try to clear it, but I would fail real hard. I'm not skilled at video games whatsoever. I'm not skilled in life athletically or anything whatsoever. So yeah, I would be gone with the wind. All right, next up is Hayden, which was our second guest.
Adam, congratulations on your 100th episode. It's a huge accomplishment that you and Moon should both be super proud of, and I'm excited to follow along as you guys continue to grow this podcast. It's really turned into something incredible. I do have a couple questions, though. So the first one is, if you could pick one anime character to open up a food truck with, who would you pick?
All right. That literally the first thing that popped in my head up after hearing which character would you want to open up a food truck with? Kirishima. Why? Because he's a hard worker. Do I know his culinary skills? No. I just think it would be a lot of fun, and I think he would work really hard. No pun intended. And I don't know why that was the first one that popped in my head. But yeah, that or someone from Food Wars because they make yummy food. Or someone from Laid Back Camp. Yeah, someone from Laid Back Camp because Sanji's an easy one. Okay? Sanji is like a cook. I wanted someone who wasn't a cook. Exactly. All right, next question.
And the second question is, if you could turn one live action show into an anime, what show would you pick, and why do you think it would translate well to anime?
What live action show would I switch to anime? Oh my goodness. House. I think House would be fun as a drama, a slice of life drama. And I think that, he would just be a really hot anime character. And yeah, I think that's probably the one I'm going to go with because I don't watch many live action shows. The title of this is called I Lost the Game.
Hi Adam, it's Pufferdoodles. Congrats on 100 episodes. That is honestly longer than most animes coming out today. Anyways, I had such a fun time being a guest on your podcast, so I wanted to know, what anime character do you think would be the absolute worst, most nightmarish guest on your podcast? Like, who would you, episode wouldn't even air that bad?
Bakugo. Easy, Bakugo. Bakugo would not be able to handle the levels of screaming on that podcast episode. That would be the worst. That or Griffith from Berserk. I would just have to throw that out because he would just offend everyone. Those two. Definitely those two. Next is Moon. All right, I'm probably going to cry. 2 minutes.
Hi, Adam. Congratulations on reaching 100 episodes. I am so proud of you. He is too. He's really proud of you. I am so proud of everything you've done with Do You Watch Anime and all your growth and everything. It's been really, really wonderful to see, and you are so determined and committed, inspiring, like genuinely getting to see this show go from where it started to where it is now and will continue to go to is just been it's been insane. I'm so proud of everything that you have done, and yeah, I love you so much, and getting to be in the passenger seat for everything and getting to see it all has been incredible. So my question for you is, I have two questions. If you were to be a Pokemon gym leader, what kind of gym leader would you be?
Oh, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Pokemon gym leader. What Pokemon gym? I don't really have a type. In my Can I be a mix? Is that a possibility? I like fire and water, so that's not a mix. If you asked me this 5 years ago, I'd be like, fire, absolutely. I love everything fire. Now I'm leaning more towards water, so water and psychic, because I like those two a lot. So yeah, those ones.
And my second question, which is also a Pokemon
Of course
question,
it is.
because of course
Yep.
I love Pokemon, is that if you were to go against the Elite Four, you have to take a team of 6 Pokemon. What Pokemon are you picking? And they have to be from 6 different regions. They all got to be from different regions. So you can pick 6 different Pokemon, but they can't be from the same region. So good luck. I am so proud of you, and I can't wait to see what you do next with Do You Watch Anime and Casper too. He can't wait to see what you do next either. Especially when you come record in-person episodes and he can get to be
Right over there.
the star of the show. I'm proud of you, and I love you so much. Congratulations. Bye.
Oh, that was cute. This fucking question is so hard. So Dragonite. I'm going Dragonite. One of my favorites. I think he's really powerful. Johto. Why didn't my first one was like Cyndaquil? I want to say Feraligatr, probably. Third, I have to look up. I have to look these up real quick. Let me see. Okay. Oh God. Yeah. So Feraligatr, Dragonite. Let's see. We got. That's Gen 1. Let's see. Is that also Gen 1? No. Gardevoir, I think, is a sick Pokemon. Let's see. Hawlucha is one of my favorite Pokemon. Let's see. I'm trying to... oh my God. Wailmer. Is that a different one? Sure. Okay, we'll take that. And oh God. What's one from this? Fuecoco. Just for sheer cuteness. There you go. There's my 6 Pokemon. God, that was so difficult. All right, Izzy is next.
Hey Adam, it's Izzy. I just wanted to say congratulations for hitting 100 episodes. That is fantastic, and I'm so glad that I got to be part of one. And I'm happy to be asking a question. My question would be, if you were reincarnated to a different isekai world, what would be your overpowered cheat skill or superpower?
Ooh, okay. So it's between two: super strength, obviously, and the ability to read and kind of learn every single language. I think those are two key, like very like key points of surviving a mythical fantasy world. And I think getting those would be perfect. All right. Next up is Jesse.
Hey Adam, what's your favorite mecha? Is it a Gundam, an AVA unit, an LFO, or one of the random mecha that Team Rocket has piloted over the years? I want to know.
Oh my god. The Magikarp submarine from Pokemon. That or Ariel from Mercury. Those are my favorite mecha. All right, Josh's question.
Adam, how you doing, brother? First off, I want to say congrats on the 100th episode. That's a lot of hard work that you put in, and you deserve all the praise. Thank you for taking the time to interview not only me, but everybody else. We're really grateful to you. But if I had one question to ask you, I would ask, who are the top 3 people that you would want to interview?
Ooh. Top 3 people that I would want to interview. Megan Thee Stallion's number 1. I gotta think. This is Megan Thee Stallion. Because that would be just so sick and so cool. Let me see. John Boyega also watches anime, and I think that's so cool. And I think that would be sick. And third would be Zelina Vega from WWE. I think that would be because she's a huge weeb and has like a bunch of wrestling attire that's themed after anime, and it's just I would love to sit down and talk to her about that. All right, Kelsey Poppin is next.
Hi, Adam. It's me, Kelsey Poppin, and happy 100th episode. I'm so stoked for you, so here's my question for you. Out of all the characters, all the stories you've loved and enjoyed, what's a quote from one of them that has stuck with you the most?
Oh, God. What's a quote that stuck with me the most? Let's see. It's a quote. Honestly, all of All Might's monologue. All of All Might's monologues in the first couple of episodes of My Hero, I could listen to on repeat over and over again. I think that they are fantastic, and I love them so much. All right, Mom question number 4. Here we go. She's in a bunch of... Oh, God.
Adam, did you know that I am anime?
Thank you, Mother. Yes, I did know. You say it about 50 times in the episode, and it's hilarious, and I love it. Oh, my God. Next up is Clark. Oh, he's Joe.
Hey, Adam. Congratulations on your 100th episode. I really want to take the second to appreciate you and how much you've done for the community, making such fun content for everyone. And I have one question for you. If you could never podcast again, which you probably will always do that forever because you're doing so well at it and we all love your content. But if you could never do it again, what do you think you would do otherwise from here on forward?
What would I do if I wasn't podcasting? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't really. I like. Oh, you know what? Making cooking videos because I like cooking. I think sure. You know what? I'd make cooking videos. That's something I would do because that's. I have no idea. All right. Next up is Froppy.
Hi, Adam. I'm just on my way to work right now. Like, no one's out here. Okay, so my question for you. What are your next tattoo plans? Like, tell them. Like, let's hear the tea. Spill the tea. And congrats on everything with the pod. Do you watch anime forever? I love you.
Thank you. So next tattoo idea. So here's the thing, what I do is I don't come up with an idea until I see the artist. So I don't know what the next tattoo idea is. I think I want to get something like, I want to get a Demon Slayer chibi or whatever, of like them with the black dot eyes, because I think that is so cute. And I don't want anything serious from Demon Slayer. But it has been one of my favorites forever. And yeah, I think that would be really cute. Just like a Nezuko or a Tanjiro, just like, you know.
Hi, I'm Steve Yurko.
And I'm Tara Sands. Now available from Maji Media is our new podcast, 4 Kids Flashback. 4 Kids is the company who brought you the English dub of Pokemon in the late 90s and so many other shows like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Shaman King, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Kirby, the infamous One Piece dub, and so many more.
We'll be talking to the people who worked at 4 Kids. Actors, directors, writers, editors, producers, engineers, you get the point. And hopefully get the answers to questions both you and I have about the company.
I actually worked there as a voice actor on some of the shows.
And I was a kid watching the shows and remember way more than Tara does.
And thank God for that. Steve is actually a professional storyboard artist, which gives some really unique insights into anime and animation. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts. That's the number 4 Kids Flashback.
Hey guys, welcome to the Patreon portion of today's episode. And if you want to join the Patreon, there are a few different tiers, like shoutouts on the episodes, as well as exclusive videos and behind the scenes content and so much more, and even the episode a day early. Thank you to Gio, Keith, Blythe, Bunny, Mikey, Sheba, and Brooke. And if you want to join the Patreon or find out more, the link will be down below. And yeah, back to the episode. We got 2 of my mom. All right, we got 2 of my mom left.
Adam, do you know how far back your roots in anime go?
Oh dear.
Let me show you. It's you at the tender age of 1.5. Dragon Ball Z. Oh, son, you blew me away with that. And look at you here, practicing for One Piece. Huh? Did you even know it existed then? You just knew in the back of your mind.
Yep.
Then, look at that. The case study of Vanitas and Helsing. All for you, buddy.
Hold on. My mom knows Case of Vanitas and Helsing. Who gave her the script?
Went right into Dragon Slayer. Look at you slaying the dragon. But that wasn't enough for you. No, we got into Pokemon. Look at my boy.
What's this? Okay, I like it. Picasso.
Pokemon, and we even carried it on.
Heck yeah.
Pokemon birthday party, people, right? Do you remember pin the tail on the Charmander? But that wasn't enough. No, you had to have a room, your bedroom. Action Man. Oh, there's me painting. Look at that, eh? Small soldiers, gargoyles, and we cannot forget the turtles, right? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes. And your podcast history, Adam, your podcast history? Oh, you go way back. Look at you podcasting at age 4.
Oh, God.
Oh, I knew you could do it, buddy. I knew you could do it. And even into your teenage years, look at you writing your
pan
script.
down to see the show the Crocs.
Yes. What a good boy. I love you so much. Oh, wait. Oh, those are your child books. Never mind. We're not doing that now.
Oh, my God. Oh, all right. And then, all right, next up is Madeline.
Hi, Adam. Congratulations on 100 episodes. Yeah. My name is Madeline Norton, and I'm one of the many voiceover actors who has had the pleasure of being interviewed by the Adam Corky for Do You Watch Anime? What is now 100 episodes. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Adam, for having me on your show and asking me about anime and my favorite shows and how I got into voiceover. So, in proper vice versa fashion, I'm going to ask you a question, or maybe two. My first question is, if you were in the middle of a post-apocalyptic world, let's say, it could be anything like zombies, climate change, pandemic, fungi, whatever, take your pick. And you could pick 3 characters from any anime or manga. What 3 characters would you pick to join you on your journey, and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. All Might, because he's powerful. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Inosuke because he's insane, and I'm gonna go with yeah, that's a third anime character. I'm gonna go with Sailor Moon because she's a leader, and her and All Might will take over, so it'll be great.
Hi, Adam. My second question is, if you had a fancy dinner party and you could invite 3 members from any anime or manga, regardless of genre, and regardless of whether they would treat this fancy dinner like a fancy dinner, which 3 would you pick and why?
Okay. All right. Fancy dinner guests. We're gonna have we're gonna have Goku, because that would be funny to see Goku at a fancy dinner, because all he eats is he just keeps eating. Number 2, I would want to see probably Yuji Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen show up like that, and Nanami as his babysitter. I would love to see Nanami babysit Goku and Yuji as they just stuff their faces. I would love that. All right, next up is Maganda.
Hello, Adam. Wow, how the tables have turned. It's almost like I get to ask you questions now that you've hit your 100th episode. Congratulations! So, my name is Magana Marie, for anyone popping in and didn't know that, and I will be asking you 2 questions, and both of them will revolve around the isekai genre. So, genre of isekai is one of my favorites, near and dear to my heart since I was a little kid, and I wanted to ask you, question 1, out of all of the isekais you have ever seen, read, watched, etc., out of everything that you have consumed in media that is isekai, which one do you think is the easiest world? The one that you could teleport into and take over within like a day, maybe a weekend at most. You know, you could get in there and just crush it. I want to know which one, in your opinion, is the easiest isekai.
Easiest isekai. Probably Smartphone, because no offense to the characters, they're kind of dumb. So probably Smartphone, because everything else has demons, and yeah, it's Slime would be next, probably. Yeah, probably those 2, because dear Lord, everything has demons and monsters, and I'm scared. All right, next question.
And then for my second question, complete opposite. I want to know the hardest isekai. The isekai where if you got truck-cooned right into, you would probably be dead within 3 seconds flat. I want to know your opinion on what is the hardest isekai world to ever get teleported into. Thank you! Happy 100!
I would say Overlord, just because that whole world is terrifying. So I would say that. Yeah, I would go with Overlord. My goodness. All right. So Nora's next. This is 3 minutes long.
Hey, Adam. Congratulations on episode 100 of Do You Watch Anime? This is an amazing accomplishment. I cannot express how happy I am for you. The dimples are not showing, but they're showing on my face. Like how much I'm smiling over how happy I am for you. So let's get on to these questions. 2 questions. Well, yeah, questions. So the first question is, if you were to choose a Pokemon that would be the worst roommate to room with, which one would it be?
Okay, so worst Pokemon to room with? Probably Magmar. Not gonna lie, because that is literally just magma. And I get really warm really easily, so that would really suck.
So, I need you to think really hard on this and defend it. Because I personally have an opinion, but I want to hear yours first. The second one, I thought about it. I'm going to say it. Adam, please tell me what anime titles would make the Western civilization go, why?
That's a good one.
That is something you also need to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Why? You gotta make sure it has the why factor. Especially when I mean by Western civilization, I mean the weebs that don't get it.
Yeah.
Think about that.
All right, so probably one of the was it the there was one like Isekai with my mom or something like that. There was a really long one. The reincarnated as a vending machine. That's a hard sell. Yeah, I would go with reincarnated as a vending machine. That's probably, it's a great show, but usually Western audiences are like, what?
And then finally, I have something to show you. Because I have thought about it, worked hard about it, and I had gathered as much photos as I can of you, not to be creepy.
What?
And yeah, let me show you what I consider art. The first one I call the glue. Yes. You can tell in your eyes.
Oh my God.
You're not enjoying this, but you're present. And I appreciate that about you, Adam. I hope everyone sees this and they're like, yeah, that's really good.
The fuck?
Second photo I have is like an anime related one.
Okay.
And it's one of my
I'm kinda
favorites
scared.
of yours. Yeah. White beard. One Piece. Okay. Right here, obviously we got the original daddy.
Yep.
We got the son. And we got the granddaddy. That's you.
Damn it.
That's how it works, right? No. Well, that's how it works in my eyes. So
No.
yeah, this looks really nice, don't you think? You look really good in this. So yeah, these 2 masterpieces are on sale for the cost of giving Adam a subscription.
Oh my God, that was ridiculous, and I loved it. That. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. God damn it. Whew. I'm like crying. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Oh, now with her partner Dan.
Hey Adam, congratulations on episode 100. That's an amazing milestone to hit, and I couldn't be more proud of you, and you should be proud as well. You have built something consistent, exciting, and meaningful to a lot of people, and that's no easy feat. The passion you have shows in every episode, and it's been amazing to watch your podcast grow from episode 1 to episode 100. Keep doing what you're doing. Looking forward to great things.
Oh, thank you. You made a whole thing just for... Oh, God. Thank you, Dan. Now the question?
Now, I've got a few questions for you, because, come on, it wouldn't be a Do You Watch Anime podcast without a little Q&A. So, first question. What character do people bring up in interviews to make you go, oh God, here we go again?
Ooh, okay. anything that's like on the etchier side of anime, I'm always like, oh god, here we go. I'm gonna have to deep dive into that. But yeah, it's usually the I'm like, oh god, or like when Bunny was like, yeah, I love Dio, and I'm like, oh no.
Question 2. In your opinion, did piracy help or hurt the anime industry in the West?
Oh, this is difficult. I think while it did help, it didn't help financially. It helped push it to another audience, yes, but it didn't help them financially, which is how we get our anime. That's how we get these, that's how we get voice actors paid. That's how, that's kind of my main thing why I don't, is because I want people to be paid. And yeah.
And question 3. If you could voice one anime character that hasn't been animated yet, who would it be?
Ooh. That hasn't been animated yet. Ooh. I would love to voice Keyfree. But I honestly, no. I would love to voice Master Ollie in Witch Hat Atelier. That would be sick as hell. I love that man.
Again, congratulations. Can't wait to hear your answers. Looking forward to the next arc.
Oh, that's cute. I'm looking forward to the next arc. Next up is Paulina. All right.
Hey man, just wanted to say congratulations to you. Huge milestone. Nobody deserves it more than you do. As per my question for you, if you had to pick one anime to re-experience from the very beginning, no spoilers, over and over and over again, you'd never remember it, but every time you'd watch it, you'd enjoy it. Which anime would it be and why?
One I would watch over and over and over again and not like remember it, so I'd be watching it over and over again. I'm not gonna go with My Hero. I'm gonna go with A Place Further Than the Universe. The first time I watched that, I absolutely fell in love with it, and I just watching that over again would just fill me with so much serotonin, and yeah, I would pick that one.
My question to you is, if you had to go one day, live one full day in any anime, knowing that there was magic that you might not have, knowing there were superpowers that you might not have, the world is ending, any of that stuff, which anime would you live in for a day as yourself and why? I think those are two pretty good questions. Thanks for letting me be a part of this. Bye!
Cute. So what would I be a part of myself? Like what definitely not Jujutsu Kaisen. Probably honestly, I would love to be a part of One Piece. That would be so cool. And like just the world of One Piece is so sick and just so good. So good. All right, next up is Rochelle.
Hey Adam, Rochelle May here. Happy 100th episode, dude! Congrats! My question to you is was there ever an anime that you became so obsessed with that it became your entire personality? I will say that was me with Soul Eater. After I watched Soul Eater, game over. Gamer tag, username, everything was Soul Eater related.
All right, so My Hero, easy. This was my second tattoo, and I just loved My Hero from the very beginning, and yeah, just that 100%.
Follow-up question, if not anime, was there ever a specific character that you became obsessed with that you wanted to embody this character, like become this character IRL? For me, that was Toru Honda. What about you?
Ooh, Toru's a good one. I would love to. Yeah, she's just a good person. I don't think there's been a character that I've been like, I want to be like them. Yeah, I don't think so. Kafka, a little bit from Kaiju number 8, a little bit, but like other than that, I don't think so, which is surprising. All right, Ray is next with 3 questions. Oh my God, Toyo's there.
My question is, if anime food tasted as good in real life as it looks on screen, what would you eat first, and what would you absolutely avoid?
All right, so first thing I'm eating is anything made by the campfire and laid back camp, or anything made by Studio Ghibli. I don't care. What am I avoiding? Natto. That's even in anime, it still looks gross. All right, your baby.
If you could erase one anime from history, not because it's bad, but because it emotionally destroyed you, what would it be?
Your Lie in April. It's a great anime, but it destroyed me, so it's gone. I'm sorry. Yeah, done. All right, third question.
We've got some questions. So Adam, after 100 episodes, which anime character would you cast as your stand-in host while you take a training arc break?
Ooh, that's a good question. Definitely not Present Mike, because my levels would be out the window. Who's gonna replace me? I gotta think. You know what? Mob from Mob Psycho. That would be adorable. Do you watch anime? Yes. Yes, I do. You sweet little bean. Goodness. Oh, all right. Next up is Reed and a ferret.
Congratulations! Hi, Buki. Happy congratulations on 100 episodes. That's crazy. It's just me, your best friend and chauffeur. I have one question. Everyone's asking big questions about anime stuff, but I'm going to keep it nice and simple. If you could choose one quirk for yourself, existing or non-existing, what would it be?
Hold on. Before we get the bonus question, I got to answer. What would I pick for a quirk? I really like... Which one do I like? That's a question. Honestly, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Bakugo's quirk is so sick. I would pick that one because that would fire from my hands through nitroglycerin sweat. Explosions. Sorry. Explosions through nitroglycerin sweat. Perfect. Amazing. All right, let's hear this bonus question.
And you get a bonus question from me. My question is, if you were a magical girl and you could have any element, animal, whatever, inspiration, what would it be and how would you transform into your outfit?
Damn. Okay. I've always wanted to do a Sailor Moon transformation, so probably that exact transformation. I would want to use a cat because I love cats, and I think I would turn into Casper, and it would just be very cute and gray and green and like, yeah. All right, next up is Ryan Negron.
So, happy 100th episode, Adam. Thank you so much for having me back to ask these questions. So, I know we talk about a lot of anime on the show, but if you could be in any musical or stage production, what production would that be, and what characters would you like to play?
Ooh, okay. I really like this question. My favorite musical is Book of Mormon, and I would love to play Josh Gad's character. That would 100% be... When I was in theater, I would always play the dumb characters, and that was my bread and butter. So I think that one definitely. All right, next up is Saber.
Adam, congrats on the 100th episode. I had to think real hard about these questions because I wanted to be on theme and incorporate 100 somehow in there. So I have 3 questions. I'll save the best for last, and that one is on theme. So my first question is,
right.
If you were isekai'd into an isekai, what would the outlandish title of that isekai anime be in 10 words? I was going to ask for 100, but that's way too many, so we'll do 10.
Yep, 100 words is way too many. The podcast guy gets reincarnated, the podcast guy gets reincarnated as a microphone in another world. That's 11, but screw it. That's it. I'll take it.
And my second question, in case the first one's taken, if the Do You Watch Anime podcast was an anime, and you're the main character, obviously, who/what would be the main antagonist/villain of the anime, and what would the anime be about?
Okay. The antagonist would be editing. Because that's one of my least favorite things. Antagonist, editing, and it would just be me trying to. It's just about interviewing people. That's what it's gonna be about. Yeah. All right.
And 3, my third question and holy grail, is if you had to pick one MC to fight 100 superpowered supervillain gorillas, who would it be? That's all I got. That's the workshop of the questions. But again, congratulations! I had to bring out my Operation Overdrive Morpher for the celebration. So congrats,
of course,
and I can't wait to see more of the podcast.
Thank you, dude. All Might's clearing house. Easy. All right, Sari is next.
Hey Adam, congrats on 100 episodes. I can't believe we're already here. It feels like just yesterday you started this journey, and I really don't think that this success could have happened to a better person. You're so hardworking, and everybody and their grandma can see that. So I'm really proud of you. And so my first question to you is, if you could be a self-inserted character into any anime, which one would it be and why?
Let's go. I'm going to say self-inserted character. Which one would I be? I would love to be in any sports anime. That would be so much fun because I would actually have sports skills and have a nice little arc. All right. So question 2.
Hey Adam, it's me again. My second question for you is, if you could have any superpower in the world from any sort of universe, what would it be and why?
Super speed. I have wanted this for literally since I was 10 years old. I love super speed so much. The Flash is one of my favorite superheroes. God damn, I just love super speed. All right, 3. If you want to play, there we go.
Hey Adam, it's me for a third time. My last question to you is, what are your top 3 favorite animes and why?
Ooh, okay. So number 1, My Hero Academia. It was one of my first anime that got me back into anime. I love it. It's perfect. Well, it's not perfect, but I love it. Number 2 is Fruits Basket. The remake, it was one of the first anime that I watched weekly, and it is just full of heart and loss and trauma, and it is just great. Number 3 is probably Sailor Moon, either Crystal or the OG 90s Sailor Moon. I just love it so much. It stayed with me through my entire life, and yeah, those 3. All right, next up is Sean Gann.
Kumusta ka na, Adam? First off, congratulations on 100 shows. What a milestone. And second, for my question, who was your favorite director you've had on the show, and why is it Sean Gann? But seriously, congratulations on 100. Cheers to 100 more.
Oh, that was cute as hell. Oh, it's definitely Sean Gann. Oh my God. All right, Sheba is up next.
Hey friend, congratulations on your 100th episode. It's such a big milestone. You should be very proud of yourself. I know we're all proud of you as well. My question for you is, if you could give advice to anybody that is starting out in podcasting or creating or anything else, what would your advice be? And what would you tell them to do if things get tough? Again, congratulations.
Oh, I love that question. Thank you. So what I would do is my advice is essentially you got to love it. You got to love it 150% because this job here is 7 days a week. Like, I very rarely get a day off. If I do, I schedule it because this is a 24/7 job. You got to love it. So passion is number one. This isn't just like, oh, get rich quick scheme. This is you have to have the passion for it. And yeah, that's my advice. All right. Spencer is next. We got 2. All right.
Hey Adam, congrats on reaching the big 100 on your podcast. You've inspired so many listeners to either learn more about anime or inspire them to be more open about being an anime fan, like you did with me. Anyway, I have 2 questions. Question 1, do you think we'll finally get season 3 of Komi Communicate now that the manga's ended?
Oh, I really hope so. I really just give us season 3 of Komi, please. I'm begging you, please. Oh, but OLM is so busy. Oh God.
And question 2, what's your favorite manga that you wish would become an anime?
Ooh. Does Witch Hat count? What manga do you wish would become an anime? Because technically it's not yet. Okay, yeah. Witch Hat Atelier is fantastic, and I love it. And it is literally one of the best stories I've ever read, and it is just, so good. Oh, all right. Tanner's next. Let's see what Tanner has to say. I see all the Disney in the back. On brand.
Hi, Adam. Long-time listener, first-time caller. My name's Tanner. I'm a big fan. No, in all honesty, you've been doing this a long time now. That's super awesome, dude. As somebody who's been on it twice, thank you for that, by the way. I'm just curious. You went from audio only to video. How do you like the difference between being on camera and having to also perform with your body as long with your voice? And is there anybody you would like to have back that wasn't on video before that you would like to have on a video episode? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. We can make it 3. we can make it 3. Yeah, no, but honestly, congratulations, man. Super happy for you. You're awesome at what you do. Keep doing it. I look forward to seeing you soon. I miss you, buddy.
Cute. Thank you. So the shift from audio to video was a learning curve, and my goodness, but I enjoyed it. And I wouldn't do it any other way, honestly. I've been making video content for 15 years now at this point, and yeah, I would not. That was my goal, is to get to video. So once we got there, I was like, let's go. We were off to the races. And so we got Toronto Peter
congrats
Quill
on 100 episodes. Can't wait to see what you do next. You're just going to keep rising from here. And before you know it, we'll be at 300 episodes. Congratulations, man. So happy for you. Now, my question is, there are tons of famous watering holes and eateries and anime. And trust me, this isn't going where you think it is. And you are at one of these places and you're with 3 people and just a fight breaks out. We're talking full-on violence in this eatery. What famous setting are you in from an anime, and who are the 3 people there with you who have your back when this fight breaks out? Like, just, you can count on them and they're going to get you out of there safely, whether you got blood on your hands or not. Like, this is who's got your back, where are you, who are those 3 people? Love you, dude.
Oh, all right. I love that question. So, essentially, what I would do and what my perfect scenario for that bar fight is have the entire cast of Windbreaker there, because they would protect me. I would not have to worry about a thing, because that's their thing, is fighting. So I would literally Tsubaki, Sakura, and Suo. Those 3, I'm good. I am set. I am good. We are eating right after. This is like 3 minutes after. We're good. All right. Next up is Trina. IRL.
Hi, it's Trina Duhart, and my question for you is what inspires you directly? Is it something that happened in your life, or what are you passionate about?
What inspires me is honestly people. Seeing people achieve their dreams and like do their thing is just incredible to me, and it makes me so happy. And it just seeing other people succeed is just I love it. All right, next up is Wayne.
Hey, Corky, it's Wayne. I wanted to congratulate you on reaching your 100 episode. This is a huge milestone for you, my friend, and you deserve all the success. Congratulations to you and your staff in doing such an amazing job. But I do have a question for you. My question is, if you've done 100 episodes, if you can go back in time and meet yourself on your very first episode, what is something you would tell yourself? So that's my question, and I wish you all the best. And I can't wait to see you on your 200 episode and your 500 episode and your 1,000th episode, because I'm going to be watching or listening to the podcast and watching all. So congratulations. I wish you nothing more than incredible success. Much love to you, bro. I'll see you at the con.
Oh my God, I love it. So I would tell him where it's going to go, because me and Moon started out with 2 misplaced mics, and that's what we had. So I would tell him, keep doing it. Just get your head to the grindstone. You're going to be okay. All right. Wayne's got a second question.
Have you ever had this is the reason I do this moment? I know in your podcasts and your videos and that you've done and the conventions you've been to, has there been a moment that you've gone, this is the reason why I do this. This is the reason I love what I love. And if I can give you my word of advice, it's something I learned. So I give this to you, my friend. Learn from others, be inspired by others, but of all thing else, be yourself, because you have no idea how much people are inspired by you just by being you. So congratulations on your 100th episode. I'll be here for your 200th episode, your 500th episode, and your 1,000th episode, and so on and so forth. Congratulations to you and your staff for your awesome success, and I wish you nothing more, man. Peace out.
Thank you, dude. So a moment that made me go, wow, I love what I do is one of my first kind of con meet and greet kind of things with the Canadian Podcast Awards. I had a lineup and I'm like, huh? Me? And literally anyone I meet at a con that says I love the podcast, blah blah blah, anytime I meet a listener, it makes me just like, this is what I do, and it touches my touches my heart, because I grew up being bullied and not being accepted by peers around me, but now it's like I have a little family, and yeah, that's that makes me really, really happy. Yeah. God damn it. Before we get to the final question, I have a lovely guest that I wanted to include, and let's hear what Lisette Monique Diaz has to say.
Okay, so because I'm so late at sending this, I don't know if you'll use it, but I'm sending it anyways. Hello, this is my little dragon story time makeup of sorts. I have a question for you in honor of your 100th episode. Not one question, I have 2 questions. And actually, three. I remembered my third one. And depending on what you say for your answers tells me everything I need to know about you. I ask people this all the time when I first meet them, okay? First, favorite Disney princess. Second, favorite Disney villain.
Okay, favorite Disney princess. If you were to ask me this, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, it would have been different. But honestly, Rapunzel is my favorite. I think she's adorable, and I love her so much. And yeah, I think Rapunzel is my favorite Disney princess ever. Next to Mulan, but is she a princess? I don't know. Merida's a good one. Sorry. All right. Question 2. Ooh, okay. Favorite Disney villain. Hades from Hercules. Hercules is my favorite Disney movie, so I love Hades so much. Close second is God damn it. Scar, probably, in terms of villains, or Dr. Felicia from Princess and the Frog. I love him so much, and and it's Keith David, so it's so good. And yeah, I think those are my favorites. All right, question
And
3.
third, who's your favorite Pokemon? Very simple questions. I feel like every single person should know their answer, and I've met people that like have to take a moment to think about it, which is crazy to me. But again, depending on your answer, this tells me everything I need to know about you. So think carefully. Bye. Thank you. Happy 100.
Cute. All right. My favorite Pokemon is Psyduck. Psyduck has been my favorite for a couple years now. It used to be like Charmander, but I just relate to that man. That man. I relate to that Pokemon so much with the headaches and everything, and yeah, I'd say I'd go Psyduck. Oh, all right, and then the last mom video.
Seriously, Adam, I do have an anime question. Oh, congratulations on your 100th episode, by the way. Oh, wait, that's not a question. Here's my question, Adam.
Editor's note from your sister here. Remember that she is anime, so you better answer this question well.
In recent years, there's been a shift in anime storytelling towards more deconstructed narratives, especially in series like Non-Genesis Evangelion, RE Creators, and Promare. How do you think these self-aware metatextual elements affect the audience's experiences with anime? And do you believe the trend is reshaping traditional genre conventions or just playing into them? Give me your best honest opinion on that, Adam. Love you.
Yes. Oh my God. How did you know those words? Yeah. I can't. Oh my God. Yeah, it's the power of even out Gigalion. Yeah, Yumna is next.
Hi, Adam. Congratulations on your 100th episode. That is so exciting. And my question for you is, if you woke up one day and you were in an anime and you were going to be stuck in this anime for the rest of your life, what anime would you want to be stuck in?
I'm not going to say 100 Girlfriends. Not going to say Pokemon. Oh, which one? Honestly, my love story with Yamada-kun is level 999. That one. Because I want to play that game. I want to play that game. I want to be a cute little cat girl. Yeah, I think that's cute. And I love the art style. And I think that one would be so cool. Because all the others are scary. And I would not survive. Yeah, that's all of them. Thank you guys so much for staying till the end. Thank you guys again for 100 episodes. I would not be here without you, and I legitimately you guys have changed my life in the best way possible, and I can't thank you enough. And yeah. that's it. You can follow me on Instagram at Corky Cosplays and Adam Corky everywhere else. Subscribe to the Patreon. You get exclusive videos as well as the episodes the day early. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.